words. See, here, this Bhagavad Gita, the situation of Arjuna is revealed by Sanjaya, and he calls it Kripa. He uses the word Kripa. Kripa means, the literal meaning of that word Kripa means compassion. But here, Arjuna was showing compassion towards those who were unrighteous. He was showing compassion at the wrong time, at the wrong place. See, compassion is a good emotion, but it should be expressed at the right time, at the right place. It's like a doctor, a surgeon opens the body and he about to remove the appendix which is troubling that person, and suddenly he gets filled with compassion. For whom? Not the patient, for that appendix. If he feels with compassion for the patient, it is good. That compassion is good. But here he is filled with compassion for that appendix. He looks at that appendix and he suddenly realizes that that appendix is there in the body right from childhood. And it is so sweet. I mean, sweet means so nice. And how can I remove that appendix? What is that poor appendix? What has it done? It was just sitting there, has become a little fat. So what? So many people become fat. So if he developed that compassion for that appendix and he start expressing it to other doctors and other surgeons and all, it is a dangerous situation. Dangerous for that patient. Similarly, expressing compassion for adharma, expressing compassion towards adharmic people or towards that sin is a dangerous thing, is the most dangerous thing. That causes confusion, that causes chaos in the society, it causes confusion in the personal life also. Like in our own personality, there are certain things which are negative and they should be harshly removed and thrown away. But if we express compassion towards them, then there is problem. Like our anger, our jealousies, our greed, they also are born in our mind. And our love, our faith is also born in the same mind. But if we express compassion towards our anger and jealousy, they will never leave us then. So both the Kauravas and Pandavas were born in the same family, but they were on the wrong side. So Kripa, this word is used here. But Bhagavan Sri Krishna himself uses some other word. He doesn't say Kripa. He calls it Kashmalam. He says, Kutastva Kashmalamidam. He also says, Hridaya Daurbalyam, a weakness of the heart. Kashmal means impurity. Impurity of your mind, weakness of your heart. He also says, Klaibyam, impotence. So Bhagavan Krishna looks at Arjuna's condition in a different way. Arjuna himself then observes his own mind and he says, Dharma sammoda chetaha. I am confused regarding dharma. I am confused thoroughly. So he also realizes the weakness of his own mind. So here Sanjay is saying, Kripa, tam tatha kripaya vishtam ashrupurna kulekshanam. His eyes were filled with tears and he was agitated. Vishidantam, great grief was there in his heart. Vishad, despondent. So many thoughts and so many emotions must have been going on in his mind, passing through his mind. One has to identify and feel the emotion which might be going in Arjuna's mind. Totally despondent. And he looked at Bhagavan Krishna. Bhagavan Krishna is named here as Madhusudan. Madhusudan Madhu was a Rakshasa and Bhagwan had killed that Rakshasa. So appropriate name is taken here by Sanjaya, that he also was not compassionate toward this Rakshasa. He killed him. He destroyed him. So Madhusudan Uvacha, Bhagwan spoke to Arjuna here. And we find a very strong statements Bhagwan utters. So the second and the third verses are like a shock treatment given to Arjuna by Bhagwan Sri Krishna. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Kutastva Kashmalamidam Vishame Samupasthitam Anaryajushtama Akirtikaram Arjuna. Together. Kutastva kashmalamidam vishame samupasthitam akirtikaram Arjuna. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. See, our Ved Vyasji has written this Srimad Bhagavad Gita. It is right in the middle of Mahabharata, in Bhishma Parva. Ved Vyasji has narrated the entire Mahabharata very brilliantly, very beautifully. And he taught it to his disciples. Ved Vyasji himself looks at Bhagwan Krishna. He looks at Sri Krishna, not as Krishna, not as an ordinary person, but he looks at him as Bhagavan. Therefore, here he doesn't say Shri Krishna Uvacha. He says Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. This Bhagavan is a very technical term. Bhagavan means one who has Bhaga is called Bhagavan. Bhaga means all the great qualities like knowledge, like Aishwarya, like Shri, like Vairagya, like Daya, all great qualities, when they are in their total measure, then such a person is called Bhagavan, direct avatar of that supreme reality himself. See, like the sun is full of fire, and the lamp which is burning is also full of fire. That flame is full of fire. But it is just a tiny little expression of that fire. When that same sun expresses in more glory, then it is something different only. So all of us are expression of that same reality. But because that expression is coming from or expressing through the mind, which is filled with lot of impurities, filled with lot of confusion, filled with lot of noise, this mind is not expressing the reality completely. But Bhagavan is one whose mind is absolutely pure, Shuddha Sattva. And the expression of that supreme reality is complete. Therefore, in Srimad Bhagavat, describing the glories of Krishna, Ved Vyasji says, Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Krishna is not an ordinary person, but is Sakshat Bhagavan. Arjuna also took him as his friend, as he knew him. Bhagavan Krishna was related also to Krishna. And they became very, very friendly. Arjuna had great love for Krishna, and Bhagavan Krishna also had great love for Arjuna. So he took him as his friend. But in the 11th chapter, Bhagavan revealed, after Arjuna requested him, he revealed his Virat form. We will come to it when we come to the 11th chapter. But that Virat form was revealed, and suddenly Arjuna just stared and looked at him. And he realized that whom I considered my friend, whom I considered just an ordinary person, a great person, is Sakshat Bhagavan. So therefore here it says Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Therefore these are the words of that supreme reality itself, words of God. Therefore the words, whatever they convey, the message is for everyone. Arjuna is just a nimitta, but the message is for all of us. So that we should remember. So when he heard the whole lecture of Arjuna given in the first chapter, Bhagavan was very quiet. He did not say a word. Only 2-3 words he spoke in the first chapter. You remember? Uvacha partha pasyaitan samavetan kuruniti. After placing the chariot in between the two armies, he said, look at this Kauravas. But he listened to Arjuna with full focus, full attention, not speaking a word. And Arjuna also did not get any response. But then he stopped speaking. When he stopped speaking, Bhagavan spoke. Our Pujya Guruji very beautifully says that when we speak and Bhagavan listens, that is called prayer. And when he speaks and we listen, that is called dhyana, meditation. So Arjuna's meditation began now. He is listening to Bhagavan Sri Krishna. But he uses very strong words in the beginning. He says, Kutastva kashmalamidam vishame samupastitam. Hey Arjuna, from where these impurities have come into your mind? Vishame, in this battlefield at the wrong time, from where all these negativities have come into your mind? See, Bhagavan doesn't praise his emotions. He doesn't acknowledge. He acknowledges his condition, but he doesn't, justify his emotions. Arjuna thought that he may say, oh yeah, it is so bad situation. See, sometimes we go to a friend and all, if they are equally ignorant, we go because of our confusion, because of our sadness or sorrow. But when we go to that person, instead of sorrows getting dispersed, we come back with double sorrow. वो भी अपना दर्द हमको सुना देता है. What to tell? I will tell you my sorrow. So here Bhagavan was listening, but then he just blasted at Arjuna that from where these negativities have come into your mind. He just looked at him. He says, Anaryam, Anarya Jushtam, it doesn't befit your kula, your family, Arya. It doesn't befit the Arya race. Aswargyam, it is not something which will take you to Swarga also. And akirtikaram, and it will not give you any fame in this world. 3 important things he said. These are the 3 things because of which we act in this world, generally. One is Khandan. Khandan ki ijjat. Family. Family plays a very important, family means my name and my father's name and whole family's name plays a very, very important role in our life. And we do all sorts of atrocities also sometimes in the name of family. So here, Bhagavan says that what the action which you are planning to do, it is anaryam, it doesn't befit your family. The great race, the Arya race, the pure race, and your own, this Kula, the Kauravas, the Pandavas, the great kings who were born before in this Kula, it doesn't befit you to act in this way. It will disgrace them. So it is not proper, because a Kshatriya